poppin' everybody, I'm BGK and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be going over some tips on how you can grow your transitioning hair a lot faster. And without further ado, let's just hop right into these tips. So starting off with the first tip that I have for your transitioning hair is to identify your natural hair texture / have a hair regimen. So when I do talk about this, it is really important that you identify your natural hair texture ahead of time, because that way, one, you can already have a visual idea of what your texture is. That way you will not be confused out of your whole entire transitioning journey of what it is. And second of all, that way you can incorporate a hair regimen around your texture. It's important to create a hair regimen around your natural hair texture. That way you can find some really good products that can cater to your hair texture to grow out a lot faster. If you don't really know what your natural hair texture is, then it's gonna be a lot harder to grow your natural roots out because you don't know what products could be beneficial for your hair or so forth. So make sure you identify your natural hair texture first. That way, when you do eventually go natural, it will be a lot easier because you already know what products will work for your hair and what regimen you already have, and you can also just be very prepared. The second tip that I have for y'all is to trim at least 1/2 to 1 full inch of your dead, relaxed, or heat damaged ends until you are ready to become fully natural. You already have 2 textures in your hair and you are trying to transition it to become finally fully natural. It is important that you cut off those dead ends that are basically causing your breakage. If you don't cut off those dead ends, eventually it is going to reach to your shaft, it's going to go upwards, and it's going to actually reach to your roots and it will break off just like that. So make sure that you trim those ends because we really just want to come back fully natural, and that will get your hair to grow a lot faster. The third tip that I have for y'all is to gently detangle your natural roots. Please do this. You have 2 textures in your hair. You have your natural texture and you have your either relaxed or heat damaged hair texture. You really want to make sure that you are really gentle with it because both of those textures are incorporated in your hair. And the more detangled your hair is, the more growth you're going to have. Don't rip out your hair when you're detangling it. Don't rip it out, because that's what I did. And I don't recommend it. Don't do it. You're trying to get your natural hair back. You're not trying to get rid of it just like your dead, relaxed, or heat damaged ends. So make sure you treat your transitioning hair with a lot of kind and care while you are detangling. The fourth tip that I have for y'all is to massage or moisturize your scalp first and then your strands. Your natural hair texture is growing from your scalp, obviously. If you only moisturize just the outside of your hair and not really dig in deeply into your scalp, then you're not gonna see a lot of hair growth because you're missing the main core of where all of hair grows, your scalp. You want to make sure that you really dig in deeply and massage your scalp because you really want to have those cuticles to open up, and that will allow a lot more moisture to come in, hence your hair will grow a lot faster. So make sure to massage your scalp and then moisturize your ends. The fifth tip that I have for y'all is to do easy tension-free hairstyles or protective styles. You really want to incorporate more protective styles or just genuinely hairstyles. That way you can leave them alone and your hair can grow out a lot more. Some examples of hairstyles that I have for this is you can do buns. I did a couple of buns during my day because that was the only style that was easy for me. Or you could also do like any type of ponytails or whatnot. So yeah, make sure to do them hairstyles. My sixth tip that I have for y'all is to stick to 3 to 4 basic hair products. You do not want to spend a lot of money on products that you will not be able to use. In your transitioning journey, you do not need a lot of products because the main products that I have mentioned will really make a drastic difference into the growth of your natural hair roots. So for example, water, some type of oil, some type of cream, or some type of butter. So you really want to stick to those 4 because not only will it grow out your hair more, but when you eventually become natural, you already have the products that you can already stick to very easily. My 7th tip that I have for y'all is when you are washing your hair, make sure to wash your scalp and then wash the rest of your hair. Backing off of the tip that I said a few minutes ago about massaging your scalp and then your ends, this is basically the same thing but with washing your hair. You want to get rid of that product buildup that is stored into your natural roots because, for one, you want your scalp to be clean. You want new moisturizing products to come and seep into your scalp. Number two is that you want to get rid of that product buildup because the more product buildup you have on your scalp, the more likely your cuticle passage for moisture is going to be blocked. Hence, no hair growth. Make sure that you wash your scalp first to get rid of all that dirty product buildup and then wash the rest of your hair. My eighth tip that I have for y'all is to make sure you deep condition your hair for approximately 20 to 30 minutes. Just deep condition your hair in general, okay? Just do it. What a deep conditioner does is that it allows moisture back into your hair that was previously stripped from the shampoo that you used to wash your hair to get rid of all that old, junky product buildup from your scalp. The more moisture that immediately goes back into your scalp, the more likely your hair cuticles will open up and the more moisturizing products that you want to use for your hair will seep into your scalp in no time. So make sure you deep condition your hair because it's additional moisture to more moisture that you're about to add into your hair. I mean, come on, that's the deal. My ninth tip that I have for y'all is to air dry your hair. Please do not use heat, okay? Don't use heat. Don't use it. Using heat on your hair doesn't make sense for two reasons. Number one, you're trying to grow back your natural hair. You're trying to grow out those natural roots. And two, you're not trying to have more heat damage on your hair because you want your natural roots to grow out a lot more. So make sure you avoid heat in general and just air dry your hair. I usually air dry my hair for about, I wanna say 30 to 45 minutes after I deep condition my hair. So make sure that you just air dry your hair and don't use heat because heat will not help you get your natural hair texture back faster. Only air drying will, so keep that in mind. My 10th tip that I have for y'all is to focus on your own progress. I know in the previous tips, I gave y'all some generic and quick, witty life hack tips on how to get your transitioning hair to grow a lot faster. But if you are not patient during this process, then for one, not only you're going to feel really bored, but two, you're going to feel really unmotivated because you are only just focusing on, trying to get back your natural hair very quickly. If you focus on this tip and then do the previous tips follow, I'm telling you, your natural hair texture will come back. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Be sure to comment down below any questions pertaining to this video, or if you did make it to the end of the video, just comment a word and I'll be sure to reply back. And be sure to click that subscribe button, and on your way there, be sure to click the post notification bell. That way you will not miss any more uploads from yours truly. If you haven't watched my last video, which is right here up on the screen, for example, I'll be able to put that in the link description box below. Follow my social medias, which will be right here up on the screen or in the description box as well. Share this video with one other person on who you think could use these tips in order for that individual person to grow back their transitioning hair a lot quicker, because we're all trying to be natural. We're all trying to be natural in this together. So be sure to share it with one other person. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really hope that these tips helped you in some type of way. Hope this video entertained you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.